Well, looks like I'm going to be getting a new water pump. This one, you can see, it's doesn't look too bad. The bearings and everything are tight in it. It doesn't have any rattling, but listen to this, if you can hear this when I turn it. Can you hear that noise it's making? And that's not good. That means the bearings are getting dried out. So, and one thing, I'll tell you what, I'm not too impressed by this water pump anyway. If you look at this, look at all that old pitting that's like on the impeller right there, and especially, I don't know if the camera will be able to pick it up, but look down there below the blades you see on the shaft right there. It looks like a crater of the moon right there, surface of the moon. And especially like right here. So, see all that? That's not good. That means this is an old casting that just got blasted. Looks like the belt's been rubbing on there, right there. But anyway, that's what that is. So I'll just turn that in to get a core. And just turn it, because that's not worth the trouble trying to fix that thing. I mean, use it. Water pump ain't that much. So. We got the rest of it cleaned up, and got the cover cleaned up. And what I did on this cover, I'm going to show you something. What I did is I went ahead and just went back over it. I was scraping, you saw in the other video I was scraping it. That was kind of just for fun. Bore you guys with that, but see how nice and clean it is. Now what it is, I've got a wire brush that goes in my drill, and I just carefully go over all these surfaces and clean them off real good. So that turned out well. And I'll show you where the trouble spots are on these timing covers. Of course, now they can, sometimes they're really old and pitted, they'll pit right here, right behind the water pump. This one looks fine, it's not doing any of that, but where it was leaking at, trying to leak, was right here. If you see right there, see how it's got some pitting on it right there in that aluminum, and that one's got some right around the edges also. So you don't have a lot of meat left right there. So you got 2 bolts here, so you got to be sure to really lob on the sealer when you put that back together. And this is kind of a, it's going to be kind of an interesting prospect to put this back together, because you're doing a couple things at one time. You got to get this in, the seal here in, and the bottom, and you got to seal it right here, and you got to seal it up here, and you got to have the water pump on. So before I put this back together, I'm going to do a little bit of research to make sure I remember how to do this. I think I do, but you know, sometimes my memory is not perfect. And then I get all this put back together, I'll go ahead and get another coat of paint. All the paint's kind of getting a little bit chipped up and stuff, so we'll do that. But it's probably going to be about it for today, guys. It's getting on about 4 o'clock now, so I don't usually try to work a whole lot on Sunday. But I'm kind of, my timetable is a little bit behind right now. I was hoping I'd get this thing dropped in this weekend, but I got slowed down on something else yesterday, and kind of, you know, excuses, that type of stuff. So anyway, we'll just keep working on it. And like the old gospel song says, we'll try to get further along. So anyway, appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching. Oh, I want updates on a couple things. First of all, hope this camera's still running. Yeah, it is. It's just what I told you on the Honda. It's gone. First guy came, looked at it, bought it. I sold it for $700, so I made a little bit of money on it. And somebody asked me what I wanted for, and I just didn't really want to discuss that on YouTube. That's just, you know, I wanted to do a private sale. I'm not trying to snub any of you guys, but you know, it's just how that is. And also, I was asked several times about that Grand Prix, that black one. It's no longer here. I sold it to, it might have been by the Honda. And I know some of you guys probably say, "Oh God, no, no, seriously." But I'm kind of, like I said, I want another G body, but I wanted a good one, and that one was a fair one. And I really do like Grand Prix, and I'll buy another one for sure if I run up on one. But that one was just a little rougher than I want to deal with right now. So anyway, this camera did something weird. Like everything got dark. Oh, new camera again, getting used to it. It's weird. Oh, it must be the viewfinder. All right, guys, wrap her up. We're supposed to get a little bit more rain today, so hope you enjoyed. We'll see you soon in another video. I got a project coming up when I get far enough along on that dart as I want to get before I can get on anything else, and it may be a while. But I was telling you, I think I told you about I got an ignition system project I'm going to build on this Dodge here with this lean burn, and it's going to be interesting because it's not my original idea, but there's a way you can build an ignition system that uses some GM parts, and it gets rid of that box and gets rid of that ballast resistor, and I think I've mentioned that more than once, so by now you should know exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, I got most of the parts together for it, and I'll show you how we're going to do that. That should be interesting. Try to make that work. It should work good. But I don't know how soon I'll get on that. I'm just I try to stay on one thing till I get far enough along on it. And what I want to do right now for sure is to get the engine in this car, because that's a major hurdle. Once I get the engine in, and like people down here say, get the engine set in. Once I get the engine set in, then that's a major hump to be over, because then I can take a little bit more time and do all my wiring and plumbing and try to remember how to put that shifter linkage back together. It's a Purple Martin, I think. So yeah, but anyway, progress is being made here at the one car garage. All right, guys, I'm out of here. We'll see you. Have a good Sunday. Bye.